Welcome back. We're here with our friend Gordon Bond from Bond Arms. And Gordon, I tell you what, you never cease to amaze us. You're always forward looking, having something out there that's new and exciting, and this year is no different. Tell us what you have right there in your hands.
Well, this is the new Bond Arms Bullpup, and through November 2016, December 2016, probably through April of 2017, we're going to do a really soft launch. Probably only about 150, 160 of these guns per month. So if you're interested in one of these, you better get on the list, because we have a lot of people just chomping at the bit for this gun. And some of the things that we've done on the gun, for those who know that this is a Boberg, we bought Boberg last year, and we've gone through and doing some improvements. The actual design was genius. You know, Arnie Boberg just did a fabulous job on the design of this gun. And so what we've done is we've just gone through and we've made some tweaks to improve the design. And one of the first things that we did was that he used a black anti-seize grease in the barrel and unlock block, which made sort of a gooey mess in there. And one of the problems was, and we found this out over and over again, and probably about 80% of the customer service complaints that we received was due to that grease, that anti-seize grease. And so what would happen is your size dollop of grease and my size dollop of grease is two different things. So it's really hard to get people to put the right amount in there. If you put too little, it really wouldn't work. If you put too much, it would create a hydraulic effect where it wouldn't work as well. If you put just the right amount, it would work for a while until you ran like 5 or 6 magazines through it, heated the barrel up, and then it would melt, and then you would start having issues. So the first time I broke the gun down, took it down, you know, I saw the mess that grease made and got it all over my fingers, and I was going, wow, that's got to go. And so the first thing that we did was we did the electroless nickel and Teflon coating on both the barrel and unlock block. And it actually solved 3 things for us just from that one improvement. First off, we were able to eliminate that black anti-seize grease, totally. The second thing is that the break-in period on the Boberg gun was as much as 500 rounds to break the gun in, which most people, you know, they'll never get that. They'll never shoot that many rounds through their gun. The other thing that it helped with is it allowed more ammo to be used in the gun. One of the big problems with the gun is, since it is a reverse feed bullpup, there's a claw that's grabbing the shell from the rear of the magazine and jerking it as hard as it can, and the weight of the bullet and the casing, if the bullet wasn't really crimped, it would actually separate the bullet from the casing and then dump the powder down in the mag well, which was a real pain, especially if you had that anti-seize grease in there, because then the gunpowder got stuck in all the grease. Yeah. So we eliminated all of that part of it, and this coating actually helped to be able to use more ammo. Now, there's still quite a bit of ammo out there that we're not going to recommend because it does have separation issues, but we have identified, we've shot tens of thousands of rounds through this gun, and we've come up with an approved list. And so as long as you stay with that, you're going to do awesome with this gun. Sweet shooting gun, low recoil. It's actually, and I don't want to make this look like I'm pointing this at you at all, but the real easy slide, you know, really light spring. One of the things is that the spring, the main spring for the slide in the barrel, instead of below like most of them, is to the side. So that actually allowed Arnie to put the barrel lower, have a lower bore axis, so that helps with the recoil. The other thing is that the one reason why we're calling this the Bullpup is when we were researching buying the company, I read 5 articles, and 3 of the articles call this a really nice little bullpup design. And so I was going, you know, I need to make sure I understand, because I always thought that was a rifle, you know. Yeah. And so I looked up the definition, and when you have the feed and extraction point in front of the trigger, that's a traditional, but that makes the barrel stick way out front. That's why most semi-automatics have a really long barrel and frame. When the feed and extraction is behind the trigger, that's a bullpup.
Very good.
And so we thought, well, heck, we'll just call it Bullpup.
I like it a lot, and I tell you what, it is very sweet, very smooth action, as you mentioned, and really it's a new and improved because you've eliminated all those problems that you had before. Also allows you to use more different types of ammunition,
right.
And I imagine this is going to be very popular, as you
it is.
mentioned.
I mean, we got so many people calling us every day wanting one of these. So a couple of the things that we're doing, their gun retailed for $1,300, and it had black plastic grips. One of the first things that we wanted to do was we wanted to improve the look. This is actually G10. We're experimenting with some different G10. The distressed military green's been very popular. We're actually going to do a G10 base plate, which nobody's really done that we know of. I know that it's been done as an accessory, but not as a production model.
Wow.
But the one that we think is really going to do well is this one with the rosewood grips, and this matches the rosewood on the rest of our normal line of double barrel guns, and this has a G10 plate that matches it pretty well. So we're looking at some different options to do that with. So just a gorgeous gun.
So we have a Bond Bullpup, so I imagine our viewers out there who want to learn more, the best way for them to, over the next few months, is to go to bondarms.com?
Right. You can go to bondarms.com, or you can go to bondbullpup.com.
Very good. Separate website there. Right. Everything on that same production line, so you're able to keep costs low and quality high. I tell you what, I'm very excited about this gun. Can't wait to shoot it.
Yeah, and one thing that I didn't finish a minute ago, they were selling it for $1,300. We're looking at an MSRP at hopefully right around $900 for this gun.
Wow. So really kind of a high-end gun for a very affordable price.
Absolutely, absolutely. And one option that we're thinking about is advertising it at $1,300, buy one and you get a Bond Arms for free. So we'll figure it out. But we're looking at about a $900 MSRP on this. But it's just a really cool gun. And this is actually serial number 1, and this is actually serial number 2.
Wow. Who gets serial 007?
Yeah, that's me.
Well, Gordon, as I started out with, always forward-looking, always something exciting, and you really never release anything until it's been tested 100%, thousands of rounds. We're very excited about this. Appreciate you being on again.
All right. Thank you, Bill. All right.